Shalom, this is Brother Shamar from the GMS SF Bay Camp. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors to our apostles and elders, and Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching His word in truth and sincerity. And I just wanted to make a quick video, basically going into different little facts and stuff, how the so-called white man is pretty much literally destroying the earth and everything on the earth. He's pretty much destroying it on every level, out in the ocean, the air, the animals, the food, everything that the so-called white man touches. He has a red thumb, because he's just bringing death and destruction wherever he goes. And I just wanted to hit these little 3 websites real quick and just touch on some points, and then after those points, hit some scriptures backing it up. Basically Esau is just polluting this whole earth, and this place America isn't our rest. We can't live here. It's not designed for us to live here. Every time you leave outside of your house, and even when you're in your house, it's nothing but death all around you in your day-to-day life in this society. Really, it's all through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We even live another day in this captivity because of so many different things out here that can kill you on your day-to-day life. But yeah, this is the first one. First little site I was going to go into, called Mass Animal Deaths for 2016. That's the title of it. A little article, and the website is endtimesprophecy.org. But it's pretty much a list of 218 known mass death events in 59 countries or territories. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm just going to go through some of them and then jump around. But this is pretty much a list starting from the 11th of May this year, going down, going backwards pretty much, starting from May 11th. And you just look at, this is what the white man is doing. Thousands of dead tuna crabs washed ashore out in Imperial Beach. That was on the 11th. Thousands of dead fish surfaced at a lake in India. Hundreds of snow geese dead in Idaho. 9,000 birds killed in huge hailstone. Massive dead prawns washed up coast of Africa. 130,000 birds dead out in India. 40,000 tons of salmon out there in Chile. They washed up due to the red tide out there. 30,000 tons of dead fish appear out there in China. 39,000 turkeys killed due to avian flu in Missouri. These just all different, and look how many all these events are pretty much back to back. This is in 1 month. All these different thousands and thousands of animals dying. And this never happened before. Of course, animals die. They die on a regular. That's just a cycle of life. But Esau is messing up the whole cycle of life in general. He's throwing the cycle of life out of balance. That's why you got all these different fishes washing up on shores. Different whales just beaching themselves. Like the little fact said up there, different fish, thousands of fishes just washing up on seashores or just dying in the lake. Stuff like this it's not normal for that to happen, but it's happening because the wicked is ruling, which is the so-called white man, which is Esau. The earth was given into his hand, and he's the reason that all these things are coming to pass now. He's bringing death in this world, and the numbers are only going to get worse. As you see, the list just goes on, and this is still in 2016. All these different animal deaths, damn near every day, if not every week. And this is just still 2016 alone, not even all the years prior to 2016. And on this one, this is the website called Conserve Energy Future. There's just 51 facts about how Esau cuts down the trees every year and the effects that it has. And it says, let me start off from up here. Yeah, the forest covers 30% of the Earth's land. And this is just random facts about Esau cutting down trees. I believe I had read in I'm not sure if it was this article or a different one, how pretty much Esau, he cuts down, like, according to him, since the beginning of the earth, he's cut down. Oh, it's like this right here. Yeah, this one, Omega Bay. Now, it says it's recent, according to Esau, it's 15.3 billion trees are chopped down every year, and it estimates that 46% of the world's trees have been cleared over the past 12,000 years, according to Esau. So the numbers it could be even more than that. This is just what they're saying. But every year, 15.3 billion trees are cut down. And then he goes into the different effects it has as far as cutting the trees down. It goes into it on this other site that I got. Like it's kind of loading slow. Yeah, let's start right here. So these are the 51 facts of how pollution affects everyone in the world, right? So the first fact: pollution is one of the biggest killers, affecting more than 100 million worldwide. More than 1 billion people worldwide don't have access to safe drinking water. 5,000 people die every day as a result of drinking unclean water. And that's everybody. Everybody drinks out of their so-called tap water, sink water. And even if you use filters, most of the filters that you buy from the stores, majority of those, if not all of them, they don't even take out everything. They don't take out fluoride and they don't take out all of the other chemicals and other bullshit that's inside the water that you drink. So even if you do use a purifier, you're still not even having pure water. It's still polluted water that you're drinking. And it says 5,000 people die daily. This is on a daily basis. 5,000 people, and this is not even like for a fact. This is just like, it could be more than that. This is just people dying from drinking dirty water. The garbage dumped in the ocean every year is 14 billion pounds. Pollution kills more than 1 million seabirds and 100 million mammals every year. People who live in a high density air pollution area have 20% higher risk of dying from lung cancer. And that's damn near everybody in America who live around air pollution, because all these factories and shit polluting the air constantly. When you driving on the freeway or anything, I'm sure you drive past factories and you see all that pollution just going straight into the air. They spraying chemtrails in the air. And approximately 46% of lakes in America are extremely polluted and risky for fishing and swimming and aquatic life. And the Great Smog Disaster that happened in London in 1952, 4,000 people died in a few days due to high concentrations of pollution. And the United States produces 30% of the world's waste. It uses 25% of the world's natural resources. But it has all these different facts of how this is just one aspect as far as how this society just is meant to destroy our people and kill us on a daily basis. But somehow, not even somehow, through the spirit, our people don't die from all these different things that Esau is trying to do to kill us on a daily basis. He does all this purposely. The list just goes on and on. All the different shit that, look at that shit, all that in the ocean, just dirty, just everything is just polluted. You could thank the so-called white man for that, but he would never take responsibility for this. He'll blame everyone else except for himself. I'm gonna go to these scriptures. If you want to check it out, though, you can read those articles and look at all the different facts on that. This is Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Because look, it says, like the article right here was going into 5,000 people every day dying just from unclean water. We breathing in dirty air, and they've been having articles come out saying that the air on the earth used to be way more thinner than it is now. I believe thinner, because it's thicker now from all the pollution, and that's what's making it so sick. And all the trees that Esau cuts down, because we ain't supposed to be walking on concrete and everything. Esau just cuts down all the trees just for us to be able to do that, because he's so used to living in the caves. He wants everything else to be like the caves. And this is Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, and it shall destroy you even with the sword destruction. This place is polluted. It is meant to do nothing but destroy us. All the water you drink, they claim fluoride is good for your teeth, but when you read, if you look at your toothpaste that has fluoride in it, they'll tell you not to swallow it. But they say that drinking fluoride in your water is safe. Yet on your toothpaste, you're not supposed to swallow it when it has fluoride. That just shows you the double standards of the so-called white man. He tell you it's safe to drink fluoride water, but when it's in your toothpaste, it's not safe to swallow toothpaste. But it has all the same shit basically that's in water. And this is Ezekiel 4 and 12. And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt Oh wait, it's 4 and 13 slide. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their bread, their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. And that's all we're eating right now in this society is defiled bread. Everything, the animals are defiled. So if the animals are getting polluted and dying off, they're sick themselves. And then we're eating polluted animals that's already sick. And they're just giving it to us. Esau allows a certain amount of rat shit in your food. He allows a certain amount of bugs, a certain amount of different little things in your food that you're not supposed to eat at all. But as long as this is under that certain amount that the FDA approves of, they'll allow it to be sold to you. And you will never know this because they don't have to report it. That's why it's important for bros to like take care of themselves as far as health wise as much as possible, because there's so much stuff out here that's bad for you as far as health, destroying your immune system on a daily basis, your body, trying to break your body down on the inside, outside. And the only way that you can fight against that is taking the herbs which Yahweh Bashem Yahushua created for you to take, and just taking better care of yourself in general. If Esau's already trying to kill you off, so why would you help aid that by putting bad shit in your body when you could at least try to put something good in there to fight back all the bad shit that's out there, as Esau puts out there to kill you on a daily basis. This is Lamentations. I'm in on this one. Lamentations chapter 3 verse 22. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. That's why we haven't been destroyed from all this different stuff that Esau does to our people on a daily basis. Because realistically, if you think about it, we should be dead from all the different things that Esau does out there: chemtrails, fluoride, polluting the water, polluting the air, spraying pesticides and all this different shit on the crops. And then we're eating all it. We're taking all of this right in our body. You take a shower, that fluoride is going right into your pores, going right into your body. We're taking so much pollution in on a daily basis. It really is of the Lord's mercy that we're not consumed by all this. We're not destroyed by all this. And going back to Matthew, that's why this place has to be. That's why the Lord has to hurry up and come back for the elect's sake. Because this is just one aspect as far as how there would be no flesh to be saved if Esau was to continue to rule. Because everything would just continue to wax worse and worse. Because Esau has way more prepared than just the typical poison and pollution he's been putting out there. He's going to come with that chip, the martial law, and way more, the time of Jacob's trouble. This is just one aspect as far as right now, before all that comes. And the pollution and the pestilence is going to get worse in that time too. So with that, I'm going to just end it off on that one. And I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to our apostles and elders out there. Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching his words in truth and sincerity. Death to America. Shalom.